So late Sunday night I was watching some videos and I noticed some suspicious looking comments on a couple of them. The first one, it sort of went over my head, I didn't really notice it. But the second one, as you'll see here, there's this comment here, loved it. And when I saw it on this video, it just wasn't really relevant at all. Not that it was particularly relevant to the first video, but this one in particular, it just sort of made me think, no, that's spam. And at the time the username wasn't Darcy, it was Steffi. This actually keeps changing every few minutes, this username. And you can see, if I go over to here, this is actually an older version, probably from yesterday. This is the channel that's doing the spamming, and that's their banner at the minute. Today I've refreshed this on another screen and it just says Banana now. But if you do a search on YouTube at the minute for Bananarama, other than getting a load of 80s songs, you'll also get a load of videos by people complaining about this spamming, and also just some sort of people doing investigations into what's going on. Most of the videos aren't very good, but there are some that are quite good, and I'm going to put links to those in the description. So you'll see if I refresh this page now, this Bananarama page, yeah, it's just banana at the minute, and you can see here this has changed as well. Now before, there was another spamming wave going on, I think it was about three weeks ago, maybe around then, and there was a lot of comments getting made by a user called Todd or Tom. Those accounts seem to have been shut down now. So you can see here we've got this banana channel now, and the name's changed again. And what they've attempted to do here, if you can see this bit here, they're basically, before, the names would have been the same. This channel name here would have been the same as this channel name here, and what they've basically done is try and make it so that it's confusing where to subscribe. Normally to subscribe to a channel you'll use the button at the top right, which is over here, but what they've done is make it so that it looks like you click the subscribe button over here, but that's actually a different channel. So it's a sort of a way to try and trick you into subscribing to another channel. And you'll also see the videos that are on this channel. It says uploads, but this isn't actually the uploads at all. This is a playlist called uploads, and these videos are hosted on a different channel. As you can see, this Lieutenant Kiwiz here, and then this Tenzi channel. So this content isn't on here, and you can see that if you click on the videos, you'll see the channel's got no videos at all. And you can see it's renamed the channel yet again. So it's all just to try and trick you into getting subs at the minute. So going back to one of the videos where I first spotted this, you can see here, this is the generic comment, and what you can actually do is click on the channel name or the avatar for the channel, and then that will take you to that channel. And that's the idea, that's what they're trying to get you to do. So you'll click on it, hopefully hit the subscribe button, which they're hoping will be this one, which is the wrong subscribe button, so that's for a different channel. And then that will get subscriptions on this channel that's been linked to, which are most of these videos down here. And again, that's obviously updated, so not quite so easy to trick someone with a different avatar. I'm not quite sure why it is that they're changing the name, but they're not changing the avatar as well. We would think if they're trying to hide this, they would change that as well, because that's quite distinct, that icon. So looking at the address bar up here, you get your channel ID, which is just basically a load of random letters and numbers, and that's unique for each channel. So if you've got a channel, you'll have that as part of the URL for your channel, and that's yours. That doesn't change. So that's quite useful, because that's one way of identifying the bot channel, because sometimes there'll be more than one bot channel. They'll have the same name and the same avatar icons, same channel branding at the top here, that will be the same, but they're actually different channels. So that's one way to determine that. But what's interesting with this one, when you go onto home or any of these tabs, this gets resolved to a custom channel name or custom channel URL, and this is something you can do. I don't know, you have to have so many views or so many videos up, I'm not quite sure what the criteria is, but you can request a custom channel URL, which is a bit of an odd thing for a bot channel to have. And if you go to the about on this channel, you can actually see that on the stats here it's showing that this user joined on the 1st of November 2008. And the reason that that's relevant is that this actually is very likely, in fact I think in this case it most definitely is, a channel that used to belong to someone that's probably been hacked, and then this has been sort of drafted into this bot network to do all this spamming. So if I just take a copy of the URL, we go over to Social Blade and we drop that in on here, and you see the current, again this is usually lagging behind a bit, so again you can see another variation of the name. So the name just keeps getting changed continually at the minute. I think it's about every 10-15 minutes or so. But you can see there's a lot of stats on this channel, and you can see that up until the 21st they had nearly 10,000 subscribers and a total of nearly 11 million video views. On the 22nd they had minus nearly 11 million video views. So obviously the question you ask here is, well, how can you have minus video views? You can't unsee a video, which sometimes it'd be nice if you could unsee some of the videos, but unfortunately you can't. So I wondered what that actually meant, and I did a search on here and it shows you here. Why does my view count show a negative number or 0 for a day? Negative numbers most commonly appear on your Social Blade stats page when you switch one of your videos to private, unlisted, or delete it entirely. YouTube's total view count only counts views on your videos that are public, so when you take one of these actions it adjusts accordingly, and then a few other bits about that. So basically what happens here, or what seems to have happened, and this has actually happened to a much bigger channel which I'm going to talk about later on. The channel gets hacked, and what they do is they just unlist or delete all your videos, change all the branding, and then your channel is then used as a spam bot. I don't know specifically why they use channels that are existing channels, whether that makes them less noticeable to YouTube, whether they go under the radar because they've been uploading videos and perhaps had a good reputation, whereas a new channel maybe gets monitored more. I don't know. Unfortunately that would have belonged to somebody, and that person's now lost their channel, lost all their content, and all the comments and whatnot on the videos is basically gone. So I've switched to the weekly stats for this channel, and you can see this is probably fairly normal, and what this shows is the number of gained subscribers per week. So this is not an accumulation, this is just how many for that particular point in time for that week. As you can see at the top it shows you the date, number of subscribers. There's a point here where they lost quite a few that week, fairly normal. And then we get to the end here and there's this sort of 100 subscriber spike there, but there's also this video views downward spike, which is basically when all of the videos were deleted. So that's a fairly significant graph, that. And again here you can see this is a more, well, it shows a more recent view of that weekly plot, and again you can see that drop off there because all the videos have been deleted. And obviously there's no spike for this week yet because this channel has probably only been taken over for what, 4 or 5 days. If we just go back to here, you'll see this links to this Lieutenant Kiwiz channel, and that's this channel here. Now this is a new channel. You can see I've got the stats up over here, and you can see joined 19th of May 2020. So that's probably when all of this was initiated and kicked off, so when the spammer channels were starting to spam, because they're all pointing at this. And you can see there's no subscriber count or anything like that, and I think if we put this on Social Blade, I don't think it comes up. Oh no, it does actually, I've already done that. So this is the sort of the stats, and you can see they're not getting lots of subscribers, but you can see the video views that they're getting. 20,000 for that week, for that day, sorry. 40,000, 40, 60. I mean, it seems to be tailing off, but sort of for a channel that's only been open 7 days, they're up to 191,000 video views. I don't know what constitutes a view, but clearly people are clicking on those links and following through to that channel. Stats are actually showing on this now. They weren't showing before, and this is the thing, these pages seem to keep changing over time. And you can see on here as well that they put, in part of their featured channels, they put other bigger channels that are genuine channels in here, just to make it look like, you know, make it look like they've got some affiliation to those channels, which they won't have. No, nothing in the playlist. They have got the videos hosted here. Whether these videos are their videos that they've created or if they're stolen from another creator, I know in the past from sort of what I've found out that they'll steal videos from other creators and re-upload them or alter them and use that content to attract attention. And you can also see on this page, the home page has got an autoplay video on it there straight away, so you can see that's going to be clocking up video views just by you going to the page. Now, I have actually done a search on this username because it's slightly unique, and I kind of interpreted that as Stephanie, and there is actually a Twitter user with that sort of combination of letters, but there isn't a link from that Twitter account to here, so whether or not that is that person's YouTube account, whether or not they were still using it, I don't know. But this clearly was an account that belonged to somebody at some point that's been hacked and then used for this spamming. Now obviously YouTube could shut this down if they take note, which generally they take a very long time to take note of these kind of things, it seems. But the other account, this is clearly related to this. This is clearly part of whatever this spamming system is and whatever the end goal is. But technically speaking, this, unless the videos that are being hosted are copyrighted, they're somebody else's material and they can be flagged as such, technically you can argue that this channel's not doing anything wrong, so it's going to make it harder for that to get shut down, even though it's clearly a part of this system. Because you could argue that this banana channel could actually point at videos for any channel. It could promote any channel. It could promote a channel that doesn't want to be promoted in this way. They could point their links to your channel. So you wouldn't want YouTube to come along and shut this channel down and then shut down the channel that's being pointed at just because it's being pointed at. Because there is a possibility, although again in this case I don't think that's the case, but there is a possibility that it is a proper channel that doesn't need to be shut down. So while I was looking into this on the really late Saturday night, Sunday morning, one thing that happened that was interesting was that this Lieutenant Kiwiz channel started to do a live stream, and you can see here the avatar's different because this was recorded of that channel, the live stream that was running on that channel. This is the Lieutenant Kiwiz channel. You can see the avatar is the old avatar, which looked very much like the banana avatar, and it got the banana channel branding on it, or Bananarama, whatever you want to call it, whatever name it is today. So they were running a live stream, and you can see people are going on and interacting, and there's nothing really happens. It's just this countdown running, and they've got people subscribing to this channel because you've got people who want to get subs, and they're just happy to get a sub for a sub, but all they're actually doing is promoting this spam system. Now what I noticed while I was watching this, you may be able to see, but there are actually mods in the channel, which you can see here. If I just roll that back, there are actually mods in the channel where I've highlighted posting links. Whether these mods are actually bots or people, I'm not sure. I would assume that they're bots because they keep posting and they keep putting up fairly random weird comments. And they promoted 2 more channels, and they just kept putting the same links up over a period of time. And what I was looking at doing here, you might see I'm sort of clicking on the 3 dots next to the name. YouTube used to allow you to actually go to a channel that was shown in the comment section, or not the comment section, the live chat. They've taken that feature away. They took it away sometime in the beginning of April, and I actually went and had a look at that. lots of people have been complaining about it, because by them doing that, it makes it really difficult to check whether a channel in your chat is actually legitimate or not, because you've got no way of linking to that channel's actual page and seeing what comes up, which is really bad, because it means it's easy for someone to impersonate another channel, and there's no easy way to then determine if that's genuine or not. And I've been on live chats before where people have impersonated other people on the chat, and that has actually caused quite a lot of upset. And then obviously the person that's been impersonated may then get accused of saying things that they've not said, and that can cause a lot of upset and distress for people. So I don't understand why they've taken that option away. It's really stupid. The only reason I could think that they would have done it is if a bot system like this was able to abuse that to then get links to other channels that are in the chat, because obviously if a channel's in the chat actively chatting, then you know that's a channel that's active, so it would be a good channel to spam. I'm not entirely convinced that's the reason. If it is the reason, it's not really a good one, because it seems that there are plugins available that allow you to restore that functionality. I haven't tried them myself, but apparently there is a plugin you can get that will give you this option to click a username or a channel name, and it will take you to the channel's homepage or channel page, whatever you want to call it. And for an add-in to be able to do that, the information for that channel, or the link to that channel, must already be in the data for that chat stream. So if someone's running a bot system, they're going to be able to extract that information automatically anyway. So by removing the option off the menu, all I've done is make it more difficult for a user, as far as I can see. So something I picked up on when I watched some of this back, because I only recorded a small section of this stream and it was all the same anyway, but it was quite interesting. This, you'll see down here you've got a user's commented, this GD Sir user, "You stupid bot." So this guy's obviously trying to, well, he's just obviously venting off that it's a bot, but this would obviously inform other people that there's something off with this stream. What I found was really interesting was, if we let this play through a bit, his message has just been deleted. And then one of these mods has put timeout for GD, which is obviously this user up here. So this Foxy Blue admin user, or moderator, has timed that user out. Now that could be automated. You know, it wouldn't be difficult to automate looking for keywords like people saying, "Oh, it's a bot," and then timing them out, or as they've said, time. Now I don't know whether he's been timed out or banned. I'm not quite sure how that shows, whether a timeout shows differently to a ban. Why they would time them out rather than just outright ban someone, I'm not sure. But I thought this was odd, because I thought, well, it's not the full name, so either there's something clever going on with the bots, or that's actually a human moderator. And a lot of these comments seem really quite random, like "sub to my friend," also, not perhaps random, that could be part of it, but "starting now," that's the sort of thing someone would say when they're starting a stream. So it makes you wonder if these have just been extracted out of other streams and then they're just randomly played back. And again, this is interesting here. Whoever says bot gets timeout. Is that actually a bot, or is that a human doing that? And why would they even tell you that that's what they're doing? It all seems a bit odd. But this just basically goes on like this. I was just seeing what options there were there for reporting, and you'll see there's yeah, I did actually click some of the links, and I've got links to these pages to see what channels there were, and again they look like spam channels. And I'll actually just quickly cut to that for a second if I can find them. So we've got this Cine channel here, and again this is one joined 18th of June 2016, and it's only got 4 videos on. These were 2 months ago, so I'm not sure if this is a real channel or not. It seems a bit odd to me. why they're linking to those channels. Are these genuine channels that are being promoted? I don't know. You know, you can't, one thing you can't really do with any of this is assume anything about a channel just because it's being linked to or promoted. It doesn't mean that those people are involved in this. And then this is another one of the channels that was being linked to, and you can see this one is a little bit more interesting because if you look at the bottom here, the subscriptions are links to the other channels that are part of this. So you've got, well, this is called Freddy here now, so this is the Bananarama or Banana channel. This is the Lieutenant Kiwiz channel, which was the one that got us here in the first place through the live stream. There's this Liam channel as well, and I did look into that a bit. It does look like that originally was a proper channel, and this guy's actually got a Twitter account, and it looks like his channel was lost for whatever reason, but they're now, these channels are now using his branding. Now whether this is again a stolen channel that's been rebranded, I don't know. There's another one here. There you go, that's been terminated since I last looked at it. So YouTube are obviously doing something now. That one's still active. The video count's gone. No, that's just disappeared. So again, whether that was somebody's real channel that's now been taken over, I don't know. I was actually able to find the Twitter. Well, obviously I couldn't just search for Liam, but he's got all this other branding on here, and then he's in his actual channel branding at the top. He's actually got links in there, which is actually quite a good idea in some ways. The end of the channel address at the top. Then that will take you to the About page, and you can see here, joined 19th of May 2020. So that's clearly another one of these spamming channels. It's got 15 subscribers at the minute. So I'm not quite sure what the purpose of that channel is, whether this one's also spamming, who knows. And you can see now the subscriptions have actually changed on this. Some of these may be real channels. I mean, that one's like 4.6 million views, so you would expect it to be. But it's all very random, and again, I think this is a giveaway with these sorts of channels. The things like the subscriptions are completely random. Like, normally a person that's got a real channel will subscribe to things that are similar, or they'll have a group of interests, and the channels will reflect that, but this is obviously just completely random. So I'm just going to move on to this last channel that I'm going to look at, and this is actually a genuine YouTuber. She's got 2.2 million views on this channel, and she had another channel which I think is, if I remember correctly, it's the one she started with, and that channel got hacked into and then taken over, and it was transformed into another channel. I'm not saying that this was used for spamming, but when the channels get hacked, they seem to get repurposed. And from what she found out, and I'll try and put links into the 2 or 3 videos she did on this. This went on for I think a couple of months for her, and eventually she got the channel back, but it took so long to sort out, and the videos had been marked for deletion. She lost all the videos, and unfortunately some of the videos she hadn't got copies of, because when she started it was just something for a bit of fun, so she actually lost some of her content completely. And she found that it appears that her channel was actually sold to somebody else. But I found it quite interesting, because if this is her second channel, which she doesn't have any content on at all anymore. But if we look at the Social Blade stats for this channel, you can see again it's that same thing. All the videos get deleted, so that all drops off. And well, obviously she'd stopped doing videos on this channel, I'm assuming, or so the viewership was gradually tailing off, and then obviously this channel got hacked, taken over, and then everyone started to unsubscribe. And interestingly, I think it's about this time it all got sorted out, and she sort of gained subscribers to the channel. just by talking about it. But there's no content on there. But yeah, this is sort of some of the stuff that's going on, and that's one thing I was going to look at. See, my channel's been running, I don't know, a bit over a year now, and I've got nearly 18,000 views. If we go back to Lieutenant Kiwiz, it's just ridiculous, you know. It's been running for about a week now, 191,000 views. And I've been sort of having a bit of a look at this. So one of the videos I watched, someone was talking about the Tom videos, and you're saying that the comments are on every video that gets put up. So I sort of had a look around last night, and I've had another look today, just randomly clicking videos, and I found about 50% of the videos I click on have got this comment. You can see here this loved it comment. Again, the name completely different, changed again. And this is a teardown video. This one's got it twice. Not sure who that is. That Gamers Nexus? That's a Gamers Nexus video. It's here again. This is I think it might be Kerry Holzman video. Yeah. Again here. So it's just spamming the comments like crazy. I think, yeah, that's Look Mum No Computer. Well, this is second channel. This is Amigos. They've got it on there. I don't know if they've taken it off yet. If they will know. And obviously people can click that and get redirected to it. And it's just on loads and loads of videos. This is a Minecraft video. IBX Toy Cat and Minecraft up. This is a big live video, I think. Yeah, and it's there it is. Oops. There it is again. Annalise on that one. Music video. And this guy's actually said thanks because he's not realised. You see here. Now there was a lot of talk with the Tom spam bots that if you replied to them or subscribed that they would then be able to hack your account. I don't think that's the case. I just don't see how that's possible. And a few other people have said the same thing. If something like that was possible, then the security on YouTube would be so screwed. I think the whole thing would be gone by now. So I just don't think that's the case. But I have found other videos where people have had channels taken over, and they've basically said that they've ended up falling for emails, scam emails, or they've clicked something they shouldn't. Or also another thing that seems to be quite common is people installing apps or certain add-ons that are then, and the add-ons are sort of stealing information, and then that's being used to get into people's accounts, and then obviously once those accounts have been taken over, they get used for other purposes. There's another video I watched where the guy did a gaming channel, and what they did with that was run I think it was a live stream, and basically conned a load of people out of some cryptocurrency. I think about $15,000 worth of cryptocurrency. So the channel getting hacked, it can get used for all sorts of things, and obviously you can then end up getting the blame for that. So this is an astronomy channel, so they're just spamming everything. And this was an interesting one, because this is my channel. I put a video up this afternoon about dinner time. I forgot to publish it. I published it about 5:30, and within 15 to 20 minutes I got this comment on it, as you can see. So it seems to be looking for videos that have just posted and basically going for the new ones, because obviously that's going to get the most views. There's no point going back over old videos. But I also noticed, I don't know if I've had any more other comments since, but there was another spam comment that's gone on here, and I've seen this one before. It's gone. So there's a comment I received here earlier on, and I think this was again within half an hour of this video going up, and it's clearly to that video because you can see from the thumbnail. This top one, I'll probably have to hide the other stuff. But that icon there, that's definitely another channel. Another channel's used that icon for spamming. but this comment now seems to have disappeared, so I don't know if I can actually get to that channel from here or not. No, it's gone, so whether that's been automatically deleted by YouTube, maybe YouTube are actually starting to do something about this now. But there's loads of videos on this problem. Yeah, another thing that seems to be common with this is there's a link to a Discord channel, and I've seen people mention this particular channel. Yeah, Supremacy Invited to the Friend Community. I'm not sure. I've never used Discord. I keep meaning to look into it, but whether there's anything going on in there that's sort of causing people to lose channels, I don't know. I'm not sure. So yeah, but I think the best thing with these is just obviously just keep away from it all. If you get any of these stupid comments on your channel, just delete them. What I can't really understand myself is why they allow a user to post so many comments in such a short period of time. They must be posting thousands of comments to keep hitting so many videos, and no normal human being would do that. So I don't know why they can't impose some kind of comment limitation. So I'll post some links to some of the other videos I've found which explain some of what's going on and some of the other people's experiences with the hacking of accounts and this spamming. So I'll leave it at that. Hopefully people can delete these comments out if they see them, and hopefully everyone's channel stays safe as well.